All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. Jimmy Flippin' Deals. Thank you so much for joining me. I figured I would give you a video similar to the one that I lost the other day. So I got me, myself, and I, plus a little Kaya here, acting a fool, so you'll probably hear her. But welcome back to the channel. I have more returns. I figured we'd talk about them. We'd talk about this, that, and the other, and see what's happening with the returns, whether or not they're fraudulent, whether or not they're buyer's remorse, or what, and whether or not they were good investments or bad investments, seeing that they got returned, right? So let's get into it, right? Let me see. There was some stuff that, before I hit the record button, I had intended to talk to you about. But I can't think of any of them now, so we'll just see how it goes. All right, first one. Let's see. Let me make sure and not catch the label, because this marketplace is particular about that. Should it be a fraudulent return? Let's see what's going on. Well, let me get into it. I hope y'all are doing all right. I hope sales are going good. Looks like it's a pair of coveralls that doesn't even look like they really got out of the package. No, and it's definitely mine. It's got my little QR code on the, where are you? My little QR code on the label. So definitely mine. And since it hadn't come out and it's factory rolled, actually they may have tried it on because the buttons are unsnapped. I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't look like they hardly even got it out of the bag. So I'm sure it can go back for sell again. Now, in all honesty, I have had issues with these. The coveralls overall have not been great, and I would think that they would. I've sold Dickies quite a bit. I am very competitively priced with them. They do sell fast, but I do get a decent number of them back, and that generally to me means a fitment issue. Overall, I don't know if I'd buy them again, but I'm definitely making money. I'm just not making the kind of money I'd hoped. Every time one of them goes out, I make about $15 to $20. Let me see, make sure I'm not lying. Yeah, that's about $15. $15 to $18 every time they go out. And sometimes they come back, and when they do, it costs me $7 to come back to, $7.50. So at any rate, would I do them again? Yeah, probably, but I'd gripe about it like I am now. So let's see, what's the next one? I have had quite a few. Unfortunately, yesterday when I filled up the car with merchandise, I could only fill it so far up because the car was partially filled. You're going to cut yourself, Kai. Partially filled with returns. So I got them completely empty now. I did go shopping again and get the car almost filled up again, which is awesome. A pair of camo shorts. They never even pulled them out of the plastic. Never even did it. I'm just playing. I'm not, man. But yeah, that's frustrating. Either way, overall, these camo shorts have been very, very decent. No big money. It's not like some collectible from the 80s or something like that where you make a decent amount of money. I have very small profit margins, but retail arbitrage has been very difficult as of late in the last year. I think the stores have changed the philosophy of the way they do things. I don't know, post-COVID ideology as far as product supply, the supply chain has kind of changed. So it has made it more difficult to source. I think I've said that a few times. And one reason why I am looking towards importing on my own. Let's see what else we got. Again, never even opened. Yeah, never even opened. Got my tag on it. Now, one thing that I do deal with on this marketplace, I do believe, is other sellers buying my stuff, waiting 30 days, and then returning it so they can sell their stuff which is frustrating as all get out. But I'll take a look at each one of these as far as that. But that's definitely my product again. The best way I can combat that is to note addresses and names and make sure if I do find a pattern that I'm able to nip it in the bud. So I didn't realize I got one of these back. This equipment bag, I've done pretty well with these overall. They are very they have staying power within this house. I bought a lot of them, and they don't sell fast. But overall, I think I've sold, I probably have 30 left. I've probably sold 30. This is like the second one I've got back. I don't make a lot of money on them, but they sell. They don't take up a lot of room. So there we go. Overall, I'd probably do them again. I wish they would turn faster. But as long as they turn, I mean, I'll figure out where to put them. You know, so at any rate, you hear my dog off in the background. Let's see what else we got. The box is kind of messed up on this one. Hopefully, uh-oh. Can you hear that? Let's see what it is. Let's do it from the bottom. Like I said, I did get my vehicle registration done, which was nice. I actually got pulled over today, and they asked me about it. I got pulled over for not even open. Over and over again. That's frustrating. They don't even open it. Still got the seals on it. They buy it, I ship it to them, and then they decide they don't want it and ship it back. This is a power bridge, and I'm not sure exactly what it does, but it brings the plugs from one area to a different area on your wall. Kind of like a laundry box cover that's in your wall, but it does that for existing plugs and brings it up. But yeah, either way, I can resell it again. So that's unfortunate. I'll definitely check the barcode, but that looks like mine. Let's see what else we got. Good news is that's not breakable, so it should still be good enough for resale. And the way that I bought that, you know, I've heard it many times that you make your money when you buy, not when you sell. And that case in point is actually pretty true, because and they may have found a cheaper price, is maybe why, but I bought that thing for $10. I think I sold it for $64.99. Now this I really was hoping would stay gone. I didn't have much in it to begin with. All right, excuse me, I had too much into this one. It was a fan. It is definitely mine. Let's see. Still got the plastic on it. Never even opened it, never used it, just changed their mind. Gotta love that. Like I said, I really wonder, and I need to start documenting more of these that come back. I have been documenting the ones that are obvious, where they lie about the stuff, or they send me stuff that is not mine. You know, I've been documenting that, but the ones that are completely unopened like this, I need to start a file for return abuse. That way I can combat that stuff. Because this one, case in point, I bought it wrong. I paid like $7. I sold it for $34.99. And that in itself would have been fine, but I think it cost like $15 to ship. And right around there, because it was to like Wisconsin or something. And any rate, it's back again. So gotta love that. Let's see, where else? I'll just set this right here for the time being. What else we got? Yeah, I got pulled over today. They said I didn't put my blinker on as I took a right turn. In all honesty, it's a little frustrating. In the last 7 years, I have not got pulled over one time in the last 7 years, minus this month. And in this month, I have been pulled over 5 times. Now, it's not me I mean, it would be one thing to say, you know, hey, I'm screwing up everything. They are pulling over people left and right. Like, policy has changed. There's a new sheriff in town. Whatever you want to call it. Like, you see people pulled over, and they will drop one customer, so to speak, and run to the next one. I mean, before they get a block or two, they've got somebody else pulled over. Now, in all 5 of those times, every time I have been let loose with a warning. But what I do see most of the time with them is that they are searching vehicles. And I did see several, well, I've seen at least one person go to jail, and I think I've seen more than that go to jail or on their way. But nevertheless, so I think they are pulling over people left and right to see if they can catch people drunk, or you know, the smell of herb or whatever, smell of pot in the vehicle, and then they go to searching and whatnot. I think that's what it is, because every time they pulled me over for stupid reasons, and then let me go with a warning. So I'm gracious about the warnings. However, I don't want to keep getting 15 minutes of my day once a week taken up by the police department. Pair of shoes, they said, were not as described. Still brand new, never tags still on them, everything. Gotta love that. I just, you know, right? But those overall, these particular shoes have sold quite well for me. I've sold probably, I don't know, 20 or 30 pairs. Like 1 or 2 have come back. Most of the time, people just, I don't know. One person said, you know, I ordered a size of 9, and 10, and 11 from 3 different people, and I kept the one that fit. Ridiculous. Hold on. I got more. All right. Pair of shorts. Definitely mine. So there's a positive side on that. They're not the prettiest shorts in my opinion. However, my opinion doesn't matter. It matters what they think. And for the most part, they like these shorts. So it is what it is. See what's going on with that. Maybe I can educate some of the buyers that are putting return reasons that can get me in trouble on there. Alright, next one up. Pajamas. Now, at least they opened them. Doesn't look like they did much more than open them, but they did open them. I do need to take a look and see. But they look like mine. I don't know that they got them back, but if, at any rate, worst thing it could be is eBay or a garage sale. We'll see what's going on. I am developing a garage sale pile in the shipping container, which is nice because before that wasn't an option. I'm looking at getting tables for the yard, like a whole bunch of tables. I figure once I jack up the shipping container, if they're plastic tables, or regardless really, I can put pallets down underneath the shipping container. I'm going to skirt it like a mobile home, right? But at any rate, part of that I can put tables in there, and then once a year around Christmas, I think, you know, like say middle November, early November, probably early November, I can bust out, you know, 30 tables or something and just lay out. It'll be like a Crazy Days. I don't know if y'all have those around here, but like a, you know, like an Amazon return store, that kind of deal. So, I think around Christmas it should do good. There's a lady a couple blocks away. I thought originally that I was too far out in order for garage sales to be beneficial, but there's a lady a couple blocks down the road that does extremely well with garage sales. She does one like once every 3 months or so. She's actually moving some product out of there, which is crazy, and she's overpriced. I went over there, overpriced for me to turn around and buy things, and she doesn't really have anything that I want. But people are buying, like a lot of people are buying, so who knows? I think it'll work out. I got more. Hold on. All right, next one. Flip it over. Let's see what we got going here. Pair of shorts. Those are mine. That'll be good. These sold well with a very small return rate. So they will be listed again and probably go out within the next week. So there's money. You know, I have looked at, I figure for this marketplace, which there is a lot of returns for, you know, with eBay, I figure commissions. So like, you know, if I sell a $40 thing, then I owe eBay roughly $6, right? 15%. If I promote, then, you know, up to another 10%, call it 25, right? That's just the way it is, depending on the listing. But it's like a buy listing. I figure out what I have spent, or, you know, has gone out. That way I can figure out what I make, right? Well, with this marketplace, because returns are so extensive, I factor in commission plus return rate in dollars, as opposed in ratio to sales, to see where I'm at. You know, so all of this basically in that thought process is free merchandise because it's already been paid for. You know, I think about commission plus return rate as if it stayed gone. Got blurry for a second. If it stayed gone, how much that would cost me, right? So if I sell, say, $10,000 with this market, with eBay, then I would have to pay $1,500 in fees, right? It's pretty simple. With this marketplace, say, and this is just an example, but say, you know, commission plus interest, commission plus returns is 25%, cut and dry out the door, so I get a 75% take on the products that I sell, right? And then everything that comes back is just free merch because it's already been paid for in that fee. And those numbers aren't accurate, but that gives you basically the gist of it, right? So this stuff is free, but like on Amazon and whatnot, as well as some other marketplaces, I've been looking at keep it rules, you know, and I don't think those are good as a whole. But some things just aren't worth coming back, as you definitely know. So the customer doesn't get to keep it; it gets destroyed on site, which that's a benefit for both of us. That way, it doesn't promote buyer fraud any more than it already is. Let me see, what else do I got? I'm getting to the end of them, so it's actually a fairly light day, light week. Excuse me, baby. Sorry. If you didn't put your feet underneath my feet, I wouldn't step on your feet. I'm just saying. So, all right. Next up on the price is wrong. Factory folded the same way. I mean, this is my folds. So they never even opened it. Gotta love that. It wasn't the right color. It looked bluer on the screen. No, I got no clue. I'm just talking smack at the moment. Let me see. Is that it? Has everything been open? Yeah, that is the returns for the day. Yeah. This was kind of neat. I enjoyed it. And then here's my dog. Have y'all seen my dog? Yeah. Okay. I don't need a lot of slobber bobber. Slobber, slobber, slobber. Alright, so folks, until next time, y'all have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.